Broadcasting live from the Riddick's via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Centennial Sportsplex. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we are ready to go for the third and final game of our tripleheader this evening. The Rutherford Rampage taking on Station Camp Liberty Creek. The Rampage needing this game to keep pace with the Outlaws for the last spot in the Predators Cup. Taking on a very tough Station Camp Liberty Creek teams. The Rampage coming into tonight 4-6. Station Camp Liberty Creek coming into tonight 1-6-2. Station Camp can still get into the Preds Cup, but it's a very long shot, especially with the Outlaws' win against Brentwood. And they've already done the 3-minute warm-up, so we're ready to go here. So I'm going to talk about both teams during the breaks. Miller Campbell going to start in goal for Station Camp. Riley Branham going to start in goal for Rutherford. For this first period, Station Camp will carry the puck from my left to right. Rutherford from my right to left. Game is underway. Rutherford with a puck inside their zone. Brennan Tellez trying to get ahead to Eddie Mays, who caught it. Went off a stick, came to Eddie Mays, he caught it, dropped it, actually threw it to the slot. Intercepted by Jaden Robertson, who got off a shot that was stopped by Branham. Now the puck brought into the Station Camp zone. Oh, and here's a chance. Dylan Welch, a shot, stop, rebound, score, Tucker Wilhelm. Welch got right to the front of the net. His shot was stopped by Campbell. But then the follow-up by Wilhelm sneaks under Campbell's right leg into the back of the net. And it's 1-0 Rampage just 33 seconds in. Ravenwood leading Franklin 7-5 over on Rink B. That's a wild one there. Right point of the Rutherford zone, a shot from Patrick McCarthy, or Marshall McMurtry, stopped by Riley Branham. Puck behind the net. Dom DeMaria putting it out in front. It's picked up. And Dominic Reitz with a shot in the right circle, stopped by Branham. Here's Eddie Mays trying to flick the puck ahead. William Haynes will clear it out. It's back in the Station Camp zone. Here's Mikey Bernier. Here's Joey Siciliano back in the Rutherford zone. Left wing side, a shot. Gloved and held on to by Branham. 12:20 to go in the first. Already 1-0 out, or Rampage. Draws to the right of Branham. One by Rutherford. They bring it out to center. Josh Wolf, left wing side of the Station Camp zone, of the puck knocked away by Mason Campbell. Oh, and then that shot comes in from the right wing board, stopped by Miller Campbell. And Rutherford trying to keep it alive. They do, but it's taken away and cleared out eventually by the Bison. Nick Hansen sending it up the far wall. Now he catches up to it at center, hands it off Josh Wolf into the Station Camp zone, shot off a stick into the right wing corner. And the puck cleared out by the Bison. And it's an icing against the Bison. 11:29 to go in the first, to 1-0 Rampage. Draw is going to be to the left of Miller Campbell. Puck behind the station camp net. Try and clear it out. It's held into the left point. Hansen trying to send it to the front of the net. Off the stick of Robertson, up in the air. And it's finally brought out to center, Jaden Robertson. Dumps it into the Rutherford zone. Picked up by Nick Hansen. Puck comes up to the right point. Marshall McMurtry, a shot, stopped by Branham. And he's got the rebound covered. Draw's going to be to Branham's left. 10:56 left in the first, 1-0, Rutherford. Draw one by the Bison. Marshall McMurtry chops it across the front of the net from the right point. Puck held into the left point by Bernier. And the puck ends up being iced from center by Miles Thompson. So they'll drop it to the right of Branham this time. One by the Bison, shot past the net to the right of Branham. Marshall McMurtry, right point, his shot turned away by Branham. Out at center with a puck. Now inside the right wing side of the station camp zone is Lucas Bardo. Behind the net, comes back out to the right wing side. Now he sends it behind the net. Mason Matthews picks it up. Sends it back over to the far side. Now it's on the near side. Matthews again, passing up to the left point. Cody Jones sends it back down low. Comes back up to Jones. He tried to pass it down but whiffed on it. So it's brought out of the zone by Jaden Robertson. Now Dane Kramer, right wing side of the Rampage zone. Sends it to the front of the net. Redirect by Robertson. Stopped by Branham. Back the other way come the Rampage. Shot from the right circle. Gloved and held on to by Miller Campbell. That shot coming from Corey Abernathy. 9:45 to go in the first, still 1-0. Rampage. Draws to the left of Campbell. One by Station Camp, cleared out of the zone. Here's Kelvin McClendon bringing it back in. Oh, and got it to Wilhelm in the slot, but he couldn't keep it on his stick as he was trying to go to the front of the net. And then the net is dislodged from behind. But Tucker Wilhelm had a glorious chance. Puck was passed to him from McClendon, but he couldn't keep it on his stick. Was jostling around. And they're going to say it was a Station Camp player who knocked the net off. Draw to the right of Campbell. It's out on the far side. Now Eddie Mays to Dylan Welch. Welch sending it down the right wing. Intercepted by Joey Siciliano. Siciliano brings it to center. Siciliano passes over right wing side of the Rampage zone. Shot missed the net from the right circle. That shot coming from Dom DeMaria. Now sent back the other way by the Rampage. Joey Siciliano clears the puck out, but it goes into the Rampage zone. Brennan Tellez with it. Banks it off the near side boards back into the Station Camp zone. Here's Aiden Kramer whipping it around to the far side. Held in by, went off the skate of Eddie Mays and went into a space where Siciliano was able to clear. Puck sent back into the Station Camp zone. Here's Gavin Cole. Coming in from behind to take the puck away was Tucker Wilhelm. He passed it out in front, but nobody in a dark gray or charcoal sweater could get there. Charcoal gray sweater could get there. Puck back in the Rampage zone. Brought to center by Eddie Mays. Mays into the station camp end. Goes below the goal line and the puck knocked away. Sent around to the near side. And it goes through center. Brought back into the Rampage zone. Patrick Atmore's shot blocked. Comes right back to him. And he gets off a little shot that's gloved and held on to by Branham. 7:50 left in the first to 1-0. Rampage. Draws to the left of Branham. Won by the Rampage. Here is Logan Wolf. Bringing the puck to center. Passes over to the near side. Josh Wolf had it deflected away by Marshall McMurtry. Here's Josh Wolf, left point of the station camp zone. Going to the high slot, a shot blockered away by Miller Campbell. Just the fourth shot on goal for the Rampage. Here's Marshall McMurtry through center. Back into the Rampage zone on the right wing side, gets off a shot, turned away by Branham. Puck out at the left point, sent back around to the near side. Rampage able to get it out, Marshall McMurtry. Flips it back into the Rampage zone. Nick Hansen didn't know where it was. It was in his skates. He gets to it just in time. And now here's Josh Wolf through center, back into the station camp zone. Trying to get to the front of the net. Could not get around the back, checking Mikey Bernier. Puck at center, sent back into the station camp zone by the Rampage. Cleared out. Now Miles Thompson going to bring it back in on the left wing side. Gets off a shot that's steered away by Miller Campbell. Puck put in front, who would hit the outside of the post to Campbell's right. Now Toby Mehaffy through center. Back into the Rampage zone on the right wing side. Getting off a shot. Stopped and held on to by Riley Branham at his left-hand post. 6:07 left in the first. Still 1-0. Rampage. Puck trickling through center, back into the station camp zone. Miles Thompson gets to it, flicks it towards the front of the net. Not very hard. It's stopped and covered up by Miller Campbell. Harry Seegers could not get to the front of the net in time. Draw's going to be to Campbell's right. Draw with a Rampage, but Harry Seegers tried to send it around the wall. It went off the stick of Aiden Kramer and into the netting above the glass. So they'll drop it to the right of Campbell again. Won by Station Camp. They clear it out. Cody Jones gets to it, drops it back for Seegers, who couldn't keep it on his stick. And it ends up being iced by the Rampage. .535 left in the first to 1-0. Rampage draws to the right of Riley Branham. Puck out in front of the Rampage net. Nobody able to get a shot on it. And the Rampage cleared the puck out of the zone. Here's Miles Thompson at center. Miles Thompson back in the station camp zone. Tapped the puck around Gavin Cole, but could not beat Aiden Kramer to it. Thompson puts it out in front. Whiffing on it from in front is William Haynes. Puck kept alive, Dylan Welch. Here's Lucas Bardo bringing the puck back into the station camp zone on the right wing side. Trying to pass it off to William Haynes. Couldn't get his stick on it. Back the other way goes Mikey Bernier. Bernier through center. Had the puck tapped off his stick. Here's Dylan Welch. Back to center. Dumping it into the station camp zone. Dylan Welch tried to put it in front. It was blocked. Here is Marshall McMurtry. McMurtry to center. Back into the Rampage zone, but offside. Dom DeMaria crossed the blue line before he did. 3:56 to go in the first. 1-0 Rampage. Draws on the dot right in front of the Rampage bench. Goes into the station camp zone. Mikey Bernier picks it up, sends it around the wall to the far side. Held into the right point, Dylan Welch. Puck is out at center. Bison changing. Brought back into the Bison zone with the Rampage. Eddie Mays sends it past the net to the end boards. Now here's Joey Siciliano at center. Back into the Rampage zone. Trying to go down the slot. Couldn't get around Brennan Tellez. Puck slides out to center. Dominic Reitz. Gives it away to Eddie Mays. Mays right wing side of the Bison zone. To the front of the net, a shot, score! Eddie Mays with an interception at center, carries it down the right wing, goes to the front of the net, slides it through the 5-hole on Miller Campbell and in, and it's 2-0 Rampage with 2:50 to go in the second. It's now 9-5 Ravenwood over Franklin over on Rink B. Good God. Puck ends up out of play on the Rampage end of the ice. Draw is going to be to the right of Riley Branham. Rutherford win the draw, bring it out. Here's Eddie Mays. Left wing side of the station camp zone. Kelvin McClendon behind the net. McClendon leaves it behind the net. Mason Campbell backhands it around to the far side. Nick Hansen keeps alive down low to Tucker Wilhelm. Here's Eddie Mays, a shot, score! Tucker Wilhelm tried a no-look backhanded shot. The puck came over to the right-hand side of the net, and Eddie Mays shoots it in 49 seconds after he gives the Rampage a 2-0 lead. He gives them a 3-0 lead with 2:11 to go in the first. Draw one by the Bison. Here's Jaden Robertson. Left wing side of the Rampage zone. Puck behind the net. It's out on the near side. Logan Wolf behind his own net. Backhands it over, trying to get it out, and Jaden Robertson shoots it past the net to the left of Branham. Puck whipped around the boards to the near side. Josh Wolf trying to get it out. Went off the stick of Marshall McMurtry, stayed in. Now the puck's out at center. Logan Wolf gives it away to McMurtry. McMurtry tried to flick it out of his own zone. It hit Wolf. So the Rampage are on side, but Dane Kramer eventually clears it out. Jaden Robertson flips it back into the Rampage zone. Here's Logan Wolf backhanding it back into the Bison end. Last minute of the first. Marshall McMurtry inside his own zone. Toby Mehaffy tried to clear it, went into the skates of Nick Hansen. Finally cleared out by the Bison. Here is Dom DeMaria. Right wing side of the Rampage zone. Beaten to the end boards by Logan Wolf. Up. We're going to get a penalty, I think. It's a hooking call against Logan Wolf. So the Bison get the first power play of the game down 3-0 with exactly 40 seconds left in the first. Draw is going to be to the left of Branham. Gavin Cole, right point. Gives the puck away, and it's cleared out by the Rampage. Under 30 seconds left in the period. Miller Campbell fires it up the far side to center. Corey Abernathy with it for the Rampage inside his own zone. Puck cleared out. Oh, there's going to be a penalty, it looks like, against Station Camp. Rampage player knocked down in his own zone. A cross-checking call. And it's against Gavin Cole. So there goes the power play for Station Camp. Now it's 4-on-4 for 32 seconds. 12.3 seconds to go in the first. Rampage up 3-0. Draw to the right of Miller Campbell. Won by the Bison and cleared out. So the Rampage zone, Corey Abernathy immediately sends the puck out to center. William Haynes backhands it back into the Bison zone. That is it for the first. Eddie Mays and Tucker Wilhelm with the goals for the Rampage, and they lead Station Camp Liberty Creek 3-0 at the end of one. All right, so let's take this time between the first and second periods to talk about the Rutherford Rampage, coached by Mike Jones. 4-6 coming into tonight's game. Let's look at the results of their last 5 games. Dating back to their 7-5 win over Centennial on October 24th, lost to Ensworth 6-1. On October 28th, lost 3-0 to MBA on October 30th. Beat Brentwood 9-2 on November 7th, and then last Monday lost 5-0 to the Outlaws. Eddie Mays, the team's leading scorer. Again, this is coming into tonight with 10 points from 6 goals and 4 assists. Tucker Wilhelm, 9 points from 4 goals and 5 assists. Cooper Fiesel, 8 points from 3 goals and 5 assists. William Haynes, 7 points from 4 goals and 3 assists. Kyle Wolf, 7 points from 2 goals and 5 assists. Harry Seegers, 6 points from 2 goals and 4 assists. Josh Wolf, 5 points from 3 goals and 2 assists. Brendan Tellez, 5 points from a goal and 4 assists. Kelvin McClendon, 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Nick Hansen, 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. Mason Matthews, 3 points all from goals. Miles Thompson, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Logan Wolf, Lucas Bardo, Cody Jones, and Ethan Daly all with 2 points from assists. Dylan Welch with a point from a goal. Corey Abernathy and Lincoln Galler each with a point from an assist. And I'm going to hold on to that goal over goalie play because we're ready to go with the second period here. Riley Brenham still in goal for the Rampage. Miller Campbell still in goal for Station Camp for this second period. Rampage will carry the puck from my left to right. Station Camp from my right to left. Here's Jaden Robertson, and the Rampage on in front of backhander score. Loose puck at the Rampage blue line. Robertson grabs it, carries it down the slot, backhands it in. We're still at 4-on-4. 56 seconds left in the 4-on-4. 13:36 to go in the second, so it takes just 24 seconds of the second for for Station Camp to get on the board. 3-1. Rampage. Corey Abernathy sending the puck up the near side into the Station Camp zone. Icing waved off because it went right past Kelvin McClendon and Joey Siciliano. 30 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Under a minute left in the penalty. Offers a chance for Station Camp. Toby Mehaffy couldn't get the shot away right as he got to the front of the net. But they're going to call a tripping penalty on Riley Branham, the goalie. So Branham called for tripping. 13:03 to go in the second. Station Camp down. Station Camp down 3-1. They're now on a power play for 20. They're now on a 4-on-3 for 23 seconds. Draws to the left of Branham. I wonder who's serving the penalty for the Rampage. I'm not sure. Draws to Branham's left. Rampage win it, try and clear, held in. Here's Mikey Bernier. Top of the left circle, shot. Deflected off the stick of Dylan Welch in front. Now here's Bernier inside the left circle, drops it back up top. Toby Mehaffy over to Marshall McMurtry. Spins back around. First penalty against the Rampage is up. Now it's 4-on-4 for 28 seconds. The puck cleared out of the zone. Nick Hansen fires it to the other end of the rink, and Miller Campbell, instead of letting it go for icing, stops the puck. Back the other way come the Bison. Joey Siciliano, right wing side of the Rampage zone. Penalty time against Station Camp is up. They're now on a 5-on-4 power play for about 68 seconds. Here's Bernier. Passing it over to the right wing. Marshall McMurtry shot in the right point, turned away by Branham. Looked like it glanced off his left shoulder. McMurtry shot from the high slot, stopped by Branham. He pulls in the rebound and covers. 46 seconds left in the 5-on-4 for Station Camp. 11:49 left in the second. 3-1 Rampage. Riley Branham stats coming into tonight. Played in 3 games. His record 2-1-0. Played the full 126 minutes. Goals against average of 3.33. No shutouts, allowing 10 goals and 60 shots. Turning away the other 50. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .833. Again, this is coming into tonight. Station Camp win the draw to Branham's left. The puck goes out to center, brought back in. Dom DeMaria on the slot, a backhander, stopped by Branham. Puck comes up to the left point, Gavin Cole. Over to the right point, Aiden Kramer, shot through traffic, takes a deflection, comes over to Mason Campbell, and his shot blocked by Nick Hansen, who got right in position for it. 20 seconds left in the 5-on-4 for Station Camp. Puck put out in front, knocked away by the stick of Branham. Slapped around the boards and held in at the left point by Gavin Cole, and his shot, a high one that's stopped by Branham, and then a rebound try from DeMaria, stopped by Branham as well. Puck held in at the right point. Penalty time against Rampage is up. They're back at even strength. Puck put out in front. Robertson turns and shoots off of Branham's leg pads. Puck put out in front again. Swatted away. Cooper Fiesel passes it over Eddie Mays, left wing side of the Station Camp zone. Mays trying to put it up. Dom DeMaria was tied up with Dylan Welch inside the Rampage slot. That's why they blew the whistle. Welch is going to go to the box for high sticking. So the Bison back in the power play, down 3-1 with 10:44 to go in the second. Jackson Wilson has played in 6 games. His record 1-5-0. He's played 250 minutes. Goals against average of 5.88. No shutouts. He's allowed 35 goals on 199 shots. Turned away the other 164. His save percentage in the regular season so far is .824. He has 2 assists. Callan Fiesel has played in one game. That was the win against Brentwood, so his record 1-0-0. He played the full 42 minutes, allowed 2 goals on 14 shots, turned away the other 12. His goals against average on the season so far, 2 even. Save percentage, .857, and that is all the stats for Rutherford. Puck going all the way back down into the station camp zone. Oh, puck put out in front of the Rampage net, whiffed on by Toby Mehaffy. Puck in the Rampage zone. They clear it out. Gracie Clark tapping it over to Marshall McMurtry. Shot in the right wing, turned away by Branham. Under a minute left in the power play for Station Camp. Sorry, it was Toby Mehaffy who had that shot. Marshall McMurtry across to Gracie Clark. Oh, and she whips on it left circle. Mikey Bernier one-timer misses the net to the right of Branham. Shot from the right half wall across the front of the net. That was from McMurtry. Pass to the slot. Oh, knocked away from Eddie Mays by Joey Siciliano. Comes on goal and to be turned away by Branham. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Bison. Puck ends up back in the Rampage zone. Kyle Wolf gets to it. Sorry, it's Logan Wolf. Josh Wolf with a steal now. Carries it out to center. Back into the Bison zone. Penalty time against the Rampage. Is up the back and even strength. Oh, Wolf could not get around the back-checking Mikey Bernier. Kelvin McClendon down the right wing. Tried to put the puck out in front. Went off the stick of Miller Campbell. And the Bison end up icing the puck. 8:20 to go in the second. 3-1. Rampage. Draws to the right of Campbell. Bison won it, but turned it over to the Rampage. Here's Brendan Tellez down the right or left wing. Bison clear the puck out. Kelvin McClendon drops it over to Logan Wolf. And McClendon trying to go to center. Gets it out there, even with Dane Kramer poking at him. Now Josh Wolf back in the station camp zone on the left wing side. Taking a shot, stopped by Miller Campbell. Then a shot from the right circle, and McClendon gloved and held on to by Campbell. 7:32 to go in the second, still 3-1 Rampage. Draw is to Campbell's left. It's out at center. Here's Joey Siciliano back in the Rampage zone on the right wing side. Tried to put the puck out in front, but it went off of Branham. Now Lucas Bardo passing it out to center, Mason Matthews. Cleared out of the station camp zone. Nick Hansen trying to dump it back in. Does so. And station camp iced the puck. 6:54 to go in the second, still 3-1 Rampage. Centennial only leading the Rangers 2-1. Wow. Meanwhile, Raven would have beaten Franklin 9-5. Dolly Parton score. Draws to the left of Campbell. Draw one by the Bison. They're going to ice it again. No, they wave it off. Joyce Siciliano comes out in front of backhander. Stopped by Branham. Puck now in the right wing corner. Dom DeMaria picks it up. Pushed away by Nick Hansen. Siciliano shot in the right wing boards. Misses the net. Puck now comes back over to the far side. Siciliano's shot. Getting a piece of it as it went past the net was Branham. Here's Dylan Welch. Sending it up the far side. It's cleared out by Mason Matthews. Going to be an icing. .6:03 left in the second. Still 3-1. Rampage. Draw is going to be to the left of Branham. Draw one by Station Camp. Gracie Clark, a shot stopped by Riley Branham. Try and clear it out. Held into the right point. Marshall McMurtry's shot goes off a stick. Lands in the left wing corner. A stick in front landed in the left wing corner. Corey Abernathy whipping it around the wall to the far side. Here's McMurtry, right point, passing across to the left circle, and Mikey Bernier. William Haynes brings the puck out to center. Back of the Station Camp. Zone shot, score! Mikey Bernier was screening Miller Campbell, and Haynes ends up firing into the right-hand side of the net. Rampage back ahead by 3, 4-1, with 5:21 to go in the second. And a whistle against Rutherford. I'm not sure what it was because it was while I had stepped down to change the score on the game changer or game tracker, whatever it is. I did tie my shoe. Draw on the dot across from the Rampage bench at center, won by the Rampage. Dumped into the Station Camp zone. It's behind the net. Mikey Bernier. Now Kelvin McClendon. Shot in the right point. Dylan Welch blocked. Here is Mason Campbell. Backhanding it to the slot of the Rampage zone. Intercepted by Brendan Tellez and brought out. Tellez back in the Station Camp zone. Got to the front of the net, but he lost the puck. Couldn't get the shot off. Puck out on the far side. It's cleared out by the Bison. Dylan Welch will catch up to it inside his own zone. Passes up the near side. Tucker Wilhelm with a deflection. Here's Brennan Tellez backhanding it over to Tucker Wilhelm. Try to clear it out. Held in by the Bison. Dylan Welch again trying to backhand it up the wall and out. It does go out. And it sent back in because Eddie Mays and I think it was Marshall McMurtry were locked shoulder to shoulder, and the puck came back in the zone, and Patrick Atmore touched it up offside. 4:02 to go in the second. 4-1 Rampage. drawing the dot across from the Rampage bench. Puck in the station camp zone. Bison with it. It's cleared out. Now it's in the Rampage end. Brennan Tellez beats Dom DeMaria to it. Tellez sends it around the wall to the far side. Eddie Mays up, got away from him. DeMaria trying to pass the slot. Dom Reitz. Reitz in the left circle. Shot would have missed the net. Comes back to him from Dylan Welch. Not Reitz. And it knocked away from him. Now he sends it across the front of the net over to the far side. Eddie Mays with it. He'll backhand it to center. We get a whistle. We're going to get a penalty against Station Camp, a slashing call. And it is against Dom DeMaria. 3:06 to go in the second. Rampage to the power play. I think it's the second time in the game. Have they had a power play? There was a sequence earlier in this second where no, it was the Bison in the power play. Then they got a man in the box. Then Branham was called for tripping. It was a 4-on-3. Then it turned back into a 4-on-4. And then it was a 5-on-4 again for no, a 4-on-3. Yeah, it was 4-on-3. Then it was 4-on-4. Then it was a 5-on-4 for the Bison. So I think this is the first power play of the game for the Rampage. Josh Wolf carrying the puck back into the station camp zone on the left wing side. Around the back of the net. Passes out to the right point. Logan Wolf. Back down to Josh. Now there's Josh. On the backhander, missed the net to the right of Campbell. Just missed it, and he ends up dislodging the net. 76 seconds to go in the power play. 2:23 to go in the second. Still 4-1. Rampage. Draw be to the right of Miller Campbell. Draw one by the Rampage. Josh Wolf shooting from the left point, missed the net to the left of Campbell. Now, Wolf shanks a one-timer, whiffs on it above the top of the left circle. Puck sent around to the near side, under a minute left in the power play for Rutherford. Josh Wolf, left point. Trying to pass the slot, and Kyle Wolf whiffs on it. Here's Joey Siciliano back into the Rampage zone on the left wing. Backhands it over to, I'm not sure who that is just yet. I think it was Toby Mehaffy who got off a little shot that was stopped by Branham, and then a shot from out high. Mikey Bernier turned away by Branham. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Rampage. Logan Wolf carries it to center. Back into the Bison zone on the left wing side. Around the back of the net. Penalty time against Station Camp is up. They're back at even strength. And the ref falls over. And he's down. Inside the right circle of the Bison zone. A Station Camp player went down, but I don't think he touched the ref. It was Toby Mehaffy who fell over, and he ended up colliding with a ref who went down. Referee back on his skates. And even Mike Jones came off the Rampage bench to check on him. 56.9 seconds to go in the second. 4-1. The Rampage leading. Draw's going to be to the right of Riley Branham. Puck is behind the Rampage net. Kelvin McClendon going to bring it to center. Into the Bison zone on the left wing side. Leaves it for Eddie Mays. Puck in the left wing corner. Nick Hansen. Shot in the boards, takes a deflection, went across the front of the net. 30 seconds left in the period. Puck ends up back in the Rampage zone. Nick Hansen tried to clear, hit the skates of Dane Kramer, and Hansen knocked down Kramer after the puck hit his skates. He's going to go to the box for roughing. So the Bison return to the power play down 4-1 with 17.3 seconds left in the second. Draw be to the left of Branham. Draw one by the Rampage. Brendan Tellez tried to whip it around the wall, and it hit the top of the dasher and went out of play in the left wing corner. Draw to the left of Branham again. One by the Bison, and a shot, just missed the net to the right of Branham. Puck held in at the left point. Mikey Bernier taking a shot, blocked. Rebound Siciliano, blocked. Eddie Mays will flip it out to center. That'll be it for the second. Each side scored a goal here in the second. It was Jaden Robertson just 24 seconds in for the Bison. But William Haynes scored a few minutes later for the Rampage, and they lead Station Camp 4-1 after 2. All right, now let's talk about Station Camp Liberty Creek, coached by Keith Grooms. Coming into tonight's game, 1-6-2. Eliminated from contention for the GNASH Cup regular season championship. Let's look at their stats, or let's look at their last 5 games coming into tonight. Dating back to their 4-2 win over NBA on October 21st. Lost 6-3 to Summit Page on October 23rd. Lost 6-3 to Franklin on October 30th. 2-2 tie with the Outlaws on November 6th. Last Monday they lost 3-2 to Brentwood. So here are their stats coming into tonight. Joey Siciliano, the leading scorer, 9 points from 4 goals and 5 assists. Andrew Groom, 6 points from 4 goals and 2 assists. Marshall McMurtry, 6 points from a goal and 5 assists. Jaden Robertson, 6 points from 4 goals and 2 assists. Gavin Cole, Dom Damari, each with 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Mason Campbell, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Toby Mehaffy, 3 points from assists. Patrick McCarthy, a point from a goal. Mac Miles and Aiden Kramer, each with a point from an assist. And I'm not going to have time to go over the goalie stats because we're about to start third. Miller Campbell still in goal for Station Camp, who start this third with 1:43 of power play time carrying over. Riley Branham still in goal for the Rampage. For this third and final period, Station Camp will carry the puck from my left to right, Rampage from my right to left. Mikey Bernier sending the puck across to the near side. Marshall McMurtry back to Bernier. Passing it up the far side, went past Jaden Robertson, picked up by Nick Hansen. Sorry, Brendan Tellez. Nick Hansen's in the box for the Rampage. Oh, and Kyle Wolf nearly got the puck away from Mikey Bernier. Here's Kelvin McClendon now, right wing side of the Station Camp zone. A shot turned away by Miller Campbell. Under a minute left in the power play for the Bison. Here's Marshall McMurtry. Back into the Rampage zone, putting the puck in front, but nobody in a white sweater could get to it. Cleared down ice by the Rampage. .30 seconds left in the power play for the Bison. Here's Mikey Bernier. Head to Toby Mehaffy. Mehaffy had the puck knocked away. And then he brought it into the Rampage zone with a Bison offside. 12:40 to go. 23 seconds left in the power play. 12:40 to go in the game. Still 4-1 Rampage. Draw's going to be on the dot right in front of the Rampage bench. It's won by the Bison, but they turn it over at center. Cooper Fiesel. Now here's Mikey Bernier giving it back to Fiesel. Puck back in the Bison zone. Held it at the left point. Corey Abernathy fires it around the wall. Penalty time against the Rampage is up. They're back at even strength. And the puck ends up, I think, going out of play. Yeah. Went out of play on the bleacher side of the ice. .12:07 to go, still 4-1. Rampage draws to the left of Miller Campbell. Goes out to center, picked up by Kyle Wolf. Logan Wolf. He drops it back to Cooper Fiesel. Cross to Logan Wolf. Try to go across to Josh Wolf. Intercepted Marshall McMurtry. Back into the Rampage zone. Puck in the left wing corner. Try to put it out in front. Backhanded shot attempt from Patrick Atmore blocked. Here's Mason Campbell, left wing corner. Corey Abernathy whips it around the wall to the far side, held into the left point by Bernier. Puck put out in front, intercepted by Logan Wolf. He has it at center. Oh, it was jostling. It suddenly started jostling around in his skates, and he brings it in offside. 11:15 to go in the game. Still 4-1 Rampage. Draw is going to be on the dot across from the Station Camp bench. Goes all the way back into the Rampage zone, picked up by Nick Hansen. And the puck ends up being iced by Patrick Atmore just behind the red line at center. Draw is going to be to the left of Miller Campbell. Won by the Rampage. Puck out at the left-hand side of the Station Camp net. And a shot from the right wing boards, or left wing boards, and Harry Seegers stopped and covered up by Miller Campbell. Draw to the right of Campbell. Won by the Rampage, sent into the right wing corner by Harry Seegers. Backhanded up to the right point, but Cody Jones couldn't keep it alive. Here's Jaden Robertson. Backhanding it into space, but neither Gracie Clark nor Toby Mehaffy could get to it. Shot from Mehaffy off the glove of Branham, I think. or it missed the net to his left, one of the two. Kelvin McClendon passing ahead, Harry Seegers. It's back in the station camp zone. Seegers backhands it to the inboards. That's out on the far side. Toby Mehaffy going to bring it to center. Back into the Rampage zone on the right wing. Puts it in front, score! Robertson! From the right wing corner, he put it right in front for Jaden Robertson, who one times it into the roof of the net for his and Station Camp's second goal of the game, and it's 4-2 Rampage with 9:46 left. Mikey Bernier passing the puck up the right or far side, intercepted at center by Dylan Welch. Brought right back into the station camp zone. A shot, hit the post to the right of Campbell. And then Welch and Bernier pushing on each other, dislodges the net. Referee lets play continue as he puts it back in place, puck on the other end. And a shot from Dom DeMaria turned away by Branham, and he's got it covered. 8:56 to go, still 4-2 Rampage. It's still 2-1 Centennial over Montgomery County. How is that possible? They're in the third over there in Bellevue. Puck in the Bison zone, Eddie Mays with it. Tried to pass the slot, but unable to stretch out to get to it was William Haynes. Puck taken back at center. And up. Drifted back into the Bison zone. Station can't bring it out. Troy Siciliano, left wing side of the Rampage zone. And the puck sent to the front of the net. It was not on goal, but Branham stops and covers just to be safe. 8:17 left, still 4-2 Rampage. Draws to the right of Branham. And the puck sent down ice by the Rampage, and it just slides past the net to the right of Miller Campbell for an icing. Draw to the right of Branham. Dane Kramer lining up for the faceoff, slips and falls backward. Gets back to his skate so they can drop the puck. Puck held in at the left point. Dom DeMaria, shot blocked. Here's William Haynes back into the station camp zone on the right wing side. Trying to backhand it in front, steered away by Mikey Bernier. Here's Eddie Mays passing it down the right wing, intercepted by Mikey Bernier. Tried to clear it out. Mays kept alive atop the blue line. Behind the net, tried to put it in front. Dylan Welch is in the slot. Eddie Mays couldn't pull it for a shot. It jumped over his stick. Now Mason Campbell back the other way. Left wing side of the Rampage zone, puts it in front. Shot stopped by Branham. A puck misses the net to his left, or second shot misses the net to his left. Patrick Atmore in the left wing corner, tangled up with Dylan Welch, who's standing over and then gets the whistle. And then Marshall McMurtry comes in and gets a little shot in at Welch. Welch goes into the box for roughing and holding against Atmore. .7:03 to go. It'll stay 5-on-5. 4-2 Rampage leading. Drawn to the right of Branham. Station Camp with it. McMurtry out in front, shoots it past the net to Branham's right. Top of the right circle, McMurtry's shot bounces past the net to the right of Branham, and now back the other way goes Cooper Fiesel with a shot turned away by Miller Campbell. Inside the Station Camp zone. Here's McMurtry. Skating through center. Back into the Rampage zone, offside. Dom DeMario went over the blue line before McMurtry brought the puck in. 6:19 to go, still 4-2 Rampage. Draw on the dot in front of the Rampage bench. Oh, and Josh Wolf tried to pass ahead, went off a six-chip sip, came out in front, and they score! DeMaria! Josh Wolf tried to clear the puck out. It hit a Station Camp stick, went past the net. Then it ended up behind the net, was put in front, DeMaria scores! And it's 4-3 Rampage with 6:08 to go. Here's William Haynes. Down the slot to the net, a shot stopped by Miller Campbell. He makes a big save as soon as his team gets within one, and a shot from Eddie Mays, a terrific save by Campbell. Mays shooting to the right circle. Haynes behind the net. Trying to flip it over the net, and the net gets dislodged. Draws to Miller Campbell's right. One of the Rampage, Corey Abernathy, shot through traffic, hit William Haynes in front, hit his stick. Toby Mehaffy brings the puck out of the zone. He's in the Rampage end on the right wing side. Mehaffy shot, score! Mehaffy fires it into the top corner on the left-hand side of the net from the right circle. And it's 4-4 with 5:28 to go. Station Camp have made up a 4-1 deficit. Wow. Draw one by the Rampagers. Eddie Mays, left wing side of the Station Camp zone. A shot stopped by Miller Campbell. Mays Dropping it down. Behind the net, Tucker Wilhelm. Out to William Haynes, passing out to the blue line. Brennan Tellez, shot through traffic, stopped by Miller. Rebound, turned away by Miller, that was on William Haynes. Puck put out in front, Woodhammer, stopped by Miller. Stopped by Miller Campbell on Tucker Wilhelm. Now the puck carried to center, Joey Siciliano. Right wing side of the Rampage zone, taking a shot, missed the net. Puck behind the net. Stacey Camp with it. Out in front, Dom reads a shot. Stopped. Branham down to the crease. He lost his glove. He doesn't have a blocker, excuse me. They finally blow the whistle for safety reasons. But Stacey Camp almost took the lead just now. 4-4 with 4:27 to go. Branham has his blocker back on, draws to his left. Draw one by the Rampage. They try and clear it out. Kept alive at the blue line for a second by Marshall McMurtry. Sent back into the Rampage zone by the Bison. One of the players that get back on side. Harry Seegers. Back in the Station Camp zone with a shot. Slowed up by a stick. Still comes on goal. Miller Campbell has to stop and cover. Draws to the right of Campbell. One by the Rampage. Dylan Welch fires it down the wall. Around it comes to the near side. Harry Seegers up, got away from him. And then it ends up going out of play on the near side. .359 to go, still 4-4. Draw to the right of Campbell. Here's Harry Seegers, left point of the Station Camp zone, sending it down the wall. Puck put out in front, and a shot from the bottom of the right circle, stopped by Miller Campbell. Shot through traffic, blocked. That shot on goal came from Kyle Wolf. And then a shot from Dylan Welch on the outside, stopped and held on to by Campbell. Draw's going to be to Campbell's left. Draw one by the Rampage. They turn it over to the Bison, who send it all the way down ice. Icing waved off because Brendan Tellez didn't attempt to play it. Shot in the left circle, stopped by Branham. Oh, he's got it covered with Robertson right on top of him. 3:13 to go, still 4-4. Centennial have beaten the Rangers 3-1, and that means Montgomery County are the first team to claim a spot in the Hein Cup. It also means that Innsworth still have not clinched a Preds Cup spot yet. Draws to the left of Branham. One by the Rampage. Puck ends up back in the Station Camp zone. Here's Dom Reitz. Sending it back into the Rampage zone. Dom DeMaria wanted to put it out in front. Marshall McMurtry shot in the right point. I don't know if that missed it. Okay, Branham got a piece of it. Bison looking for the go-ahead goal. Rampage clear it out. Tapped away from Cooper Fiesel, though, by Marshall McMurtry. Then it's given back to the Rampage. Brennan Tellez, and it poked off his stick right as he crossed the station camp blue line. Joey Siciliano clears it out. At center with it, Dylan Welch. Over to Josh Wolf. Here is Dylan Welch. Backhanding in front of the station camp net, steered away by Mikey Bernier. Passing it ahead to Dom Reitz. Reitz can't get around Logan Wolf. Wolf brings it back into the station camp zone, and it knocked off his stick. Sent up the far side. It's back in the Rampage zone. Nick Hansen ahead to Eddie Mays. Mays. Up, Mays, and it poked away. He came over the blue line, and it was brought in offside by Josh Wolf. 80 seconds left, 4-4. Draw one by Station Camp. Here's Jaden Robertson, right wing side of the Rampage zone. A shot stopped by Branham, and he's got it covered at his left-hand post. Draws to Branham's left. Draw one by Rampage. They get it out to center. Last minute of the game. William Haynes. Trying to go to the front of the station camp net. He gets the puck and gets off a backhander that's stopped by Miller Campbell. Here's Tucker Wilhelm back in the station camp zone. Wilhelm, a shot from the left wing, stopped and held on to by Campbell. Miller Campbell. 37.6 seconds left. Game's tied at 4. Draw's going to be to Campbell's right. And Station Camp are going to use their timeout. 37.6 seconds left. So let's finish going over their goalie stats. And again, these are coming into tonight. Miller Campbell, 4 games played, 3 started, record of 1-1-1. Played 158 minutes, goals against average of 2.10, no shutouts, allowing 7 goals on 90 shots, turning away the other 83. His save percentage in the regular season coming into tonight, .922. Keaton Howard with 4 games, 3 of those being starts. His record 0-1-0, played 88 minutes, goals against average of 4.09, no shutouts, allowing 8 goals on 53 shots, turning away the other 45. His save percentage in the regular season so far of .849, goals against average of 4.09. Wow. Carter Galeese has played in 5 games. 3 of those were starts. His record 0-4-1. So he's lost a game where he came in relief, and he was the goalie of record when they ended up going behind. Played 135 minutes, goals against average of 5.33, no shutouts. He's allowed 16 goals and 84 shots, turned away the other 68. Save percentage in the regular season so far of .810. As the draw has been conducted to Campbell's right. Brennan Tellez trying to pass over to the right circle, and Mikey Bernier deflects the puck into the netting above the glass on the far side. Tellez looking for Eddie Mays, under 30 seconds to go now. Draws to Campbell's left. Won by the Rampage. Owen unable to keep it in the zone was Dylan Welch. Now there's a chance for the Station Camp to win it. Here's Toby Mehaffy, shot, score! Toby Mehaffy! Fires the puck into the back of the net! And Station Camp in the lead! 5-4 with 19.1 to go! They were down 4-1. They're on the verge of their second win of the season. A 3-on-1, and Mehaffy was the freest of all. And now the Rampage call their timeout. That's Mehaffy. That's at least his second goal of the game. Yeah, it's his second. Wow. And if the Rampage lose this game, it may be the fatal blow to their hopes of getting into the Predators Cup. Riley Branham is halfway up his zone near the blue line. Draw one by Station Camp. Sent into the Rampage zone. Branham's going to the net. Shot from Tucker Wilhelm was slow. Comes on goal, stopped and covered up by Campbell with 8.8 seconds to go. Draw to the right of Miller Campbell. Keith Groom saying high and off the glass. And Marshall McMurtry banked it off the glass. And it went buzzing past me and ended up at the Station Camp bench. 5.4 to go. Draws to the right of Campbell again. Won by the Bison. Puck out on the far side. Time runs out. And the Station Camp Liberty Creek Bison have their second win of the season, coming from 4-1 behind to win 5-4. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hold on, folks. I'm sending out the other scores. All right, so I've sent out all the scores in the text alert system. So the goal scores for the Rampage, 2 for Eddie Mays, and the other goals came from William Haynes and Tucker Wilhelm. For the Bison, 2 goals each for Toby Mehaffy. What's going on over on the Rampage bench? Something going on over on the Rampage bench that required some of the officials to step in. So again, for the Bison, 2 goals. What the hell was going on over there?
I don't know. It was a couple of home or a couple of away players. Rampage players were fighting. It was the same team, yeah. So I don't know quite what was going on, but I guess somebody said somebody hit somebody else on the helmet.
So according to the linesman, 2 Rampage players were in a confrontation with one another. Now, Mike Jones is not going to like that. Anyway, 2 goals for Toby Mehaffy, 2 for Jaden Robertson, and the other goal coming from Dom DeMaria. I'm going to split player of the game 3 ways. Miller Campbell's going to get a share. Jaden Robertson and Toby Mehaffy are getting the other 2 shares. As the Bison win this one 5-4, coming from behind to get their 2nd win of the season. The Rampage are now 4-7. And the Bison are now 2-6-2. So the night in GNASH is done. All 5 games are in the books. Let's go over the final scores from tonight. Ensworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb, and Montgomery Bell finish in a 3-3 tie. The Tennessee Outlaws beat Brentwood 8-5. Ravenwood beat Franklin 9-5. Centennial FRA beat the Montgomery County Rangers 3-1. I mean, what's up with that, Centennial? Station Camp Liberty Creek come from 4-1 down to beat the Rampage 5-4. So here are the standings. Ensworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb now at 9-0-2. They still haven't clinched a Preds Cup spot because Centennial can still not only catch their point total of 20, but surpass the win total of 9. Centennial can finish 10-5 and be placed ahead of Ensworth on the most wins tiebreaker. Franklin still in second now at 8-3. Hendersonville beats Lawson at 7-2-1. They're not playing again until December 4th. Ravenwood now at 7-1 after the win tonight. MBA now at 6-2-2. Summit Page and JP2MLK both at 6-2. The Outlaws now at 5-3-2. The Rampage at 4-7. Centennial FRA at 4-5. The Rampage placed ahead of Centennial because they beat them last month. Hold on, folks. Brentwood now at 3-7-1 after the loss tonight. Station Camp Liberty Creek after the win tonight, 2-6-2. Father Ryan 2-6-1. Indy at 1-6-1. Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill at 0-8-2. And the Rangers at 0-10, and they have officially claimed the first spot in the Henry Hine Cup. So we know where one team will be going for the postseason. So Centennial are the only team in the bottom 8 that could still actually catch Ensworth and win the GNASH Cup regular season championship. But all Ensworth need now is a tie against JP2 on Wednesday, and they'll finally clinch that Predators Cup berth. Let's go over the schedule for Wednesday. 3 games all here at Centennial. Rink A at 7:10. JP2 taking on Ensworth. Rink B at 8:30, Indy taking on Rutherford, 8:45 on Rink A, Brentwood taking on Mount Juliet. If Mount Juliet lose that game, they're in the Hine Cup. Yeah, they're in the Hine Cup if they lose. And the previously scheduled Thursday night game between JP2 and Station Camp has been rescheduled to Monday, January 13th here on Rink A at Centennial at 5:30. We'll be back here at Centennial Wednesday night for our last broadcast before Thanksgiving. 7:05 pregame for a 7:10 face-off between JP2 and Ensworth. Our triple header is in the books. Our first triple header broadcast of the season. What a night. We had 3 really good games tonight. 3 really good ones. two Game of the Year candidates in the first and third games of the night. Ainsworth, Nolensville, Lipscomb, and NBA finished 3-3. The Outlaws beat Brentwood 8-5. And just now, Station Camp, Liberty Creek come from behind 4-1 to beat the Rutherford Rampage 5-4. What a night at Centennial. I'm Michael Hackney. Thank you all so much for listening. Good night from Centennial. We'll talk to you Wednesday night for JP2 Ainsworth, our last game broadcast before Thanksgiving.